Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. So today we're down here at Bluff Creek entrance, coming into Cheynes in the back way. Just in the middle of airing down. As you can see, there's farms over there in the background. There's farmhouses over there, and there's another one further up on the hill. Anyway, so we're airing down at 16 PSI. We're coming out here for a bit of a play in the dunes and drive up and down the beach. Just a bit of an explore today, really, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll air down. We'll start hitting the tracks and we'll get in. So you would have seen we just tried to do that hill climb back there. What we couldn't see from down the beach is that step towards the end, so I wasn't even ready for it. So we made it to the top and then decided, yeah, it's probably a little bit too big for now. Anyway, so we just driven up the beach a little bit further, ducked into another track coming off the beach. We'll see where this goes. It's got all these whoops on the way out here. Anyway, looks like we're heading towards some more dunes. Not sure it's that way, we'll go this way instead. A little creek here. Luckily there's no water flowing.
Jacob and Tyler.
Ah, I thought it was. I thought it was heaps further down though, did you?
The creek just fell.
So we're going to send it up that dune in a second. So just going to send the drone up so we can get some footage of it. We're stuck. Someone help. Someone said help. Nah, just kidding. That's enough fun for one day. We reckon, Molly, something was fun, wasn't it? Anyway, we'll pack up, we'll keep moving on. And we'll see if we can find some more dunes or somewhere else to have a bit of fun. Sometimes you just gotta let it out, you know? Yeah, anyway, we'll keep going. And that was a bit of fun. So now, we're stuck at the top of the hill. We'll chuck both lockers in and we'll see if we can just idle out of it. Nah, stalled it instead. I got no drive at all. I don't know if lockers go in. Oh, I'm in two-wheel drive, that's why.
Jesus.
That helps. Hang on a sec. Let's go again. Why won't the lockers go in? Because I'm in two-wheel drive. And I probably would have been fine where I was, but now I've gone too far back. I'm going to have to go backwards down the hill. That was enough playing around. Whee. So you wouldn't believe the weather has changed within 2 weeks. Obviously last time we were here 2 weeks ago, we're just coming up towards where the reef is. We caught like 6 salmon in the space of like under an hour, like 45 minutes. We ended up giving up because we didn't want to catch any more salmon. Yeah, and now it's just choppy as 2 weeks later. Like, other than the choppiness, the weather is still nice. Like, it's not windy as such. But yeah, anyway. So we'll continue to cruise on down the beach. Had a bit of fun up there in the dunes. We'll see if we can find some more dunes a bit further down, but other than that, we're just going to keep cruising on. We might get to the end, maybe not. We'll see how far we get. Anyway, yeah, here's that reef here that I was talking about that we caught 6 salmon on last fortnight. Just gotten past that reef that we were talking about 500 metres to a kilometre, and you can actually see it. It looks like everyone's tried to go into the dunes to get past, but this tide has been up. We're not going to go past here. We're going to go take the dune because it's not really worth risk getting stuck or anything. We'd get through, but yeah, there's not really any point worrying about it. So we'll turn around, we'll take the next bypass, and then we'll go on to the other side.
Yeah, you go.
Well, after that debacle, we might just try and find an easier exit off the beach. That was a little bit narrow, so can't get any run up. It's really only an exit onto the beach here. Anyway, we'll go up, see if we can find another way off.
Righto, round 2. Hopefully we can get up this one. This one looks pretty soft as well. Yeah, this looks doable. Here we go, and up we get. There we go, that's a bit better. Righto, we'll keep cruising on. We'll take the right turn here. So you can go up to the top and there's more dunes up there you can go and play around with. We're going to keep going this way. And yeah, we'll continue on. Far out, check out this. We've just pulled back out onto the beach. Luckily I didn't just come flooring out of there because Yeah, if this tide was up anymore, we'd be in the ocean. This is what not to do, guys, when out camping. This is bloody disgusting. This is. It's disgraceful. All that rubbish there. Look at that. It's been here for months by the looks of it. So we couldn't get any further up the beach. We pulled back on, driven up about another kilometre. But yeah, the tide comes too high. And it's going to take too long to get to the other end, taking the back of the dune. So what we're going to do, we're just going to turn around here in this dune and we'll start heading back towards Cheynes Way from here. So this here is the entrance into the Bluff Creek hut. You can actually follow the creek up, or there's a track just up over there to the left of the creek. But you do have to cross into the creek further up. Yeah, and each sort of year this sort of changes from the winter storms. So at the moment there's quite a bit of sand up here, but I've seen some years where it's just full of rock through here. But obviously the whole winter storms have basically started to kick in now. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to that entrance up there. I'd like to see it with some more sand in it. See if we can actually drive it properly, whereas at the moment you can't really drive into it. Anyway, we'll keep cruising on. Starting to get a bit late, it's 4:15. The sun sort of goes down here about 5:30. Anyway, we'll keep cruising. We're going to try and see if we can scoot across this section. We'll wait for the tide first. And it looks like we should be right. Far out soft.
Oh, that's wet.
It's wet there. It's pretty soft out here at the moment. Probably could have let a little bit more air out of the tyres, but yeah, anyway, we got through that. The whole beach out here is pretty soft, really. Yeah, it's probably realistically, probably 12, 14 psi territory for the cruiser. Be interested to see how soft Bornholm is at the moment, because that gets some pretty bad swells during the winter as well. Anyway, we'll keep cruising on. I think that might be the end of our June expedition for this trip. We'll just keep cruising on. We'll show you guys all the way to the end of the beach. Well, hopefully we can get through to Cheynes, but I don't think we're going to be able to. The tide's going to be too high. So we'll have to go out Bluff Creek Roadway. You know, we'll cruise on, and we're just gotten back to where that little creek, the reef. So we'll slow down and we'll show you guys the reef as we go past. that'll do for this week's episode, guys. We just made it down to the far end here of the Bluff Creek side of Cheynes Beach, and yeah, there's no way we're getting through there. This is, yeah, I'll just spin you around so you can see. But there's rocks all along here for about 700 metres or so. Yeah, pretty much every winter, that's guaranteed you can't get through there. So yeah. Anyway, we're going to make it on out of here. With that, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, guys, if you're enjoying the content. And if you got any questions or suggestions on where we should go next within the southwest, we have got a holiday planned for up north. We're actually hiring a caravan for that trip, a single axle off-road van. So we'll be taking that through the Ningaloo coast as well. Yeah, we sort of end of July, start of August, around then. Yeah, anyway, so if you've got any more questions or suggestions on where we should go next within this area of where we call home, yeah, be grateful of it. Yeah, anyway, we'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya. I don't know if was going. Oh, I'm in two-wheel drive, that's why. Wee.
Wait, watch out. Fuck.
Ah, it's alright.
But she ran straight, almost straight into you.
Yeah, hopefully she'll follow.